a previously unknown strain of the cordyceps fungus,
Oh!
infamous around the globe for its ability to create zombie bugs.
The Last of Us is real? Hello YouTube, it's been a while since we did some MoreParz shorts reactions, so here we are, we're back, some koalas, let's go.
Koalas are really dumb.
Oh, okay.
In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that's
They are? Bro, I heard some people say that koalas are actually vicious and dangerous animals. Let's see.
stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison. You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic.
Wow.
Because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
Why?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia. Now, despite
Ow.
nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it.
Is that why they sleep all the time?
Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food.
How are these animals functional? How have they not gone extinct? How are they still around? Domestication of koalas is impeded by the fact that there are no koalas whatsoever that have mental capacity to be domesticated. Oh my god.
These dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma.
Oh
That
my
is, however,
God.
if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so
Oh.
mind-numbingly brain dead
Look at this little retard. Look at
that
him.
they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I
Bro, average level of a Twitter user. Holy
could give this dumb a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain.
What? No way!
The thoughts slide right off of this dumb c***. I love him.
No way! Koala brain. It actually is just smooth. It looks like chicken breast. What the hell?
This shrimp has a gun.
What? Shrimp scare me. I like eating shrimp, very tasty. But like anything that has like those little antlers and feelers looking, I'm just like, I'm not. Speaking of, there was a spider in our bedroom yesterday. Very great. I have arachnophobia. Same! As I was saying, there was a spider in our bedroom yesterday. And Hexagon was playing League, so he didn't care about it right away. And I just cried and screamed, and literally my heart rate went to 120. I have a heart rate monitor, right? It was a fat spider. It had long legs. I had a thick body. It was scary. My heart rate is raising just thinking about it, man. Oh my god, man. Like, literally, heart rate right now, spiking. Oh my god, man. But I don't know what kind of spider it was. I bet you have more heart rate was... I bet you more heart rate was higher playing League. Can you English? Oh my god. Was it the size of a dinner plate? It wasn't that big, but it was the fattest spider I've ever seen. Either way, let's continue.
No, this isn't a Fortnite skin. This is a real f***ing animal, and it's called the pistol shrimp. Now, unsurprisingly, being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America.
That makes actually a lot of sense, yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Where the f*** else do you think you were going to find it? However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe, too.
Oh,
now,
okay.
coming in at a huge 2 inches. It is not the size of his body that makes
Oh, that reminds me of that one Pokemon, where one of the arms was bigger than the other one. You know which one I mean? It's like, I think it's like a blue crab.
Him special,
Ugh,
but the caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say big claw? You see, that oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, you know, switch hands while doing homework.
Claunch and Klobitzer? Yeah. No!
No, mate, that claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does the claw become a gun? The answer is bubble.
What?
You see, these bad boys hunt smaller shrimp, and they start that hunt by jumping off the fucking battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot, take aim, and
counter-terrorists win.
they snap their claws together so fucking fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun.
What? What? Hi, Sherlock. Holy sh!
This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour.
How has the US not tried to weaponize them yet?
The bubble then connects with the smaller shrimp and f***ing flashbangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed.
Nom 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 nom.
Poor little fucker got quick-scoped by Faye Shrimp.
God,
This
man.
shrimp
Oh, yeah, what the hell? And that is underwater. Imagine it being on the air. I feel like it only works because it's underwater because it builds a bubble, no? I think it works because it is underwater. The snap is loud enough to fuck with submarine sonar, by the way. Jesus! Oh, next one.
If you see this thing T-pose, run.
Is that an ant bear?
Introducing the anteater, a
Anteater, ant bear, whatever.
goofy little creature native to Brazil, and to understand why the absolute
Brazil?
stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're gonna have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants.
No! Honestly, could use one of these around our place here, man. So many ants around.
And weighing in at 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in length, he needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day.
Per day? How do ants still exist when those guys are around?
Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer.
No! I hate that meme. I hate
A
it. I really do.
60 centimeter
Holy.
long tongue.
I knew it had a really long tongue. That one I knew, but holy, seeing that man is like, Jesus.
Designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how
Why not?
does he dig? Oh, that's simple, with the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger, with a set of 4-inch claws,
I was thinking more Edward Scissorhands, but sure.
which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through fucking
Damn it.
concrete.
Now, these work great for digging, but they are also more than capable of flatlining you.
Anteaters are just smallish bears without the teeth. The reason why I called it an ant bear at the start is because that's what we call them in Germany. Ameisenbär. Which literally translates to ant bear.
When threatened,
So,
the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and fuck all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who...
Ant bear is a different animal. Also exists. Wait, actually? Ant bear. Oh. It actually is a different animal. Oh, okay, you know what's interesting? This one right here, the anteater, is Ameisenbär in German. So it is ant bear. In, like, literal translation for German. Huh, interesting.
really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail you in a thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery,
causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors.
Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
Yeah, good luck.
If you see this thing T-pose,
Next.
most snails aren't scary.
The world's deadliest snail? Bro. What, is it made of lava?
Except for this one. This one's Australian.
Of course it is.
Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it, it can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin. And the way you can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite
his tongue?
most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker,
Oh my
the
god.
cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how
No! Wait! No! Oh,
the fuck is a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle
True.
hunt anything? Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook. That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog mate.
Hi there.
Hi there.
And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone
It's just gun? It's just gun?
snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers an hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion. And in case
Animals are scary. Nature is scary. Huh.
that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's venomous. That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that
Lovely.
instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby.
What? Bro. What?
Version of Kirby.
What? No thanks. Yeah, Abel, right. Be a VTuber, stay inside, that's what I'm gonna do, but as I just mentioned a little bit earlier, spider. Inside.
This
No! Where?
I ate lunch with a kangaroos.
What
This
happened?
And, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting. Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom, because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
Most snails aren't scary.
Right. Right. That seems about right. There's not anti-venom because coincide venom is an incredibly complex cocktail of chemicals, many of which attack different parts of the body simultaneously, hence the absurd body count one sting can get. There are also over 200 known species of this thing, all with their own unique venom compositions. You're not making a cure for that. Jesus Christ!
This is the world's oldest shark.
I love sharks. Sharks are awesome.
Got a boomer!
But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark. And this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in f***ing Greenland, man.
No way!
And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a f***ing kaiju size, 6 meters in length.
How big does the white shark get? White shark length. Only up to 5 meters? 5 meters for females. It's... wow. Wowzers. I don't know what that's on feet, sorry.
And a literal f***ing ton in weight. This senior citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his f***ing day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be expecting him to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right? Try higher. No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark.
I just want to say that freaking SpongeBob episode is such a fever dream, man. Like, why did I ever think it was okay to make this character? What is that even? Is this a spine? This character terrified me as a kid, man. How did they think this was okay to make? Other way.
Either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
Wow.
I don't think you understand how old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Has just turned 500.
Yay! Happy birthday, Bob! Also, thank you for the Gamma Subs purchase using code Kitsunero for 10% off. Wow!
Here is a list of things this has lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces.
Wow.
The invention of chocolate.
I remember when they
God
first
damn it,
invented
man.
chocolate.
God damn it,
Shakespeare's
man.
entire lifespan. The Boston Tea Party. The signing of the Declaration of Independence and the
Whoa.
founding of the United States.
Yeah.
The colonization of Australia. The
Oh.
Industrial f***ing Revolution. The invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity. The Titanic becoming a submarine. World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, the Vietnam War,
my God.
the f***ing moon landing, and the invention of the internet.
Whoa!
To them, the fall of the Roman Empire was only about 5 generations ago old.
Oh my God.
The first episode of SpongeBob. Schlepp's crimes in 99. 2001. The invasion
Oh.
of Iraq. The global financial crisis. The death of Harambe.
No!
Australia catching fire. The virus. And it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok.
The rise of VTubers, also true. He also lived through that.
Australia has just found zombified bugs.
I'm done. What?
That's right, we are closer to the Walking Dead Down Under than you think. You see, just recently, a scientist by the name of Dr. Francois Brassard made a trek out to the remote savannah of the Northern Territory with the goal of finding and cataloguing brand new species of insect unknown to science. I mean, me personally, I think we've found more than enough bugs, especially considering that half of them can send me directly into the f***ing soil.
Yeah.
What do I know, right? Anyway,
I agree with him.
on his trip to the middle of nowhere, he stumbled across a colony of spiny savanna ants, which is a pretty normal thing to find out there. However, getting closer, he noticed something a little off. You see, the main ant colony was fine.
Okay.
Completely normal.
Okay.
However, the several disfigured and deformed ant corpses.
What do you mean, actual photo? What do you mean this isn't straight out of Dark Souls? What do you mean this is real? Flammenwerfer again.
Clamped onto shoots of grass surrounding the colony like a Bug's Life version of Vlad the Inhaler. Yeah, those were significantly less normal.
Prasad, mildly unsettled by the
Jesus.
ant gore on his timeline, took samples for inspection and upon getting a closer look, realized something both really cool and really spooky. The ants had been overtaken by fungus.
Big old red ones.
More accurately,
Jesus
a
Christ.
previously unknown strain of the cordyceps fungus,
Oh!
infamous around the globe for its ability to create zombie bugs.
The Last of Us is real? Paris and Parasect for real, man. Who's to say that this couldn't take over humans at one point? Who's to say that The Last of Us couldn't happen? Like, at one point, it just takes one mutation. It takes one goddamn mutation.
And the way it does it is unbelievably horrific. You see, it begins with a spore landing on an ant and producing a thin, rope-like strand that penetrates and attaches to their exoskeleton. At which point, the ant gets a little timer on his hotbar, counting down to a family reunion with his ancestors. Once inside, the fungus begins to take control of the ant's body and brain function, completely changing their behavior, replacing their colony-focused mindset with one single goal: climb. Its fungus-riddled mind drags its rapidly deteriorating body to the closest high point, which is usually a plant, with its final act being to clamp its mandibles onto the stem in a death grip. Finally succumbing to the infection and being completely consumed, its corpse blossoming into a fully grown cordyceps fungus and raining down spores onto the rest of the colony to continue the cycle of infection. Now look, I know this fungus is found elsewhere in the world, but it's a new strain and it was found in Australia. With my luck, I'm going to be playing The Last of Us against couch-sized spiders within the fucking week.
Hans get the Flammenwerfer. God. Jesus fucking Christ. Hopefully, the next animal's gonna be nicer.
This tree grows grenades.
What? What? Okay, you were saying, I mean, it's not an animal.
You see, this is a sandbox tree, native to South America, and before we even address the frag grenades growing in the branches, we are going to start at the bottom of the tree, because I feel it's important that you understand that this tree was designed from the roots up by God himself to f***ing hurt you. Growing up
Jesus Christ.
to a staggering 60 meters in height. The first phase of the fucking boss fight that is this tree is the giant, inch-long, rock-solid bark combat knives covering the thing from top to bottom.
Ouch.
Now, if
Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh my god, man. Oh, imagine falling with your back on that. Oh my god.
Groot's cousin being armed like the average British resident was not enough to stop you from getting too close, touching the tree will immediately make you realise it is not ribbed for your pleasure.
No way.
It's for your fucking poison. Yep,
Jesus!
As if the spikes weren't enough, the sap of the sandbox tree is very fucking toxic.
Okay.
Causing severe itching and rashes on contact, and if you some fucking how get it into your eye, it will temporarily blind you.
Yeah, this is just temporarily, right? Could be worse.
That all pales in comparison to what you came here for. The reason, the other name for this thing is the fucking dynamite tree. The fruit.
You see, these fruits aren't meant to be eaten. In fact, they're poisonous. Put it in your mouth, you'll cramp up, vomit, and shit yourself.
Oh.
No,
Jeez.
they are made to spread the seeds of the sandbox tree in the most American way humanly possible.
God damn it, USA!
Explosions.
Of course, my
The
companion.
fruits are basically seed-filled time bombs. As once mature, they begin to dry out.
Okay.
As they dry, they
Yeah.
shrink, and
Yeah.
they slowly begin bending against their stems. The tension gets too high, snaps the fibers, holding it against the stem, and the whole thing explodes like a frag grenade, sending seeds flying up to 240 kilometers an hour.
Well, it's gotta make sure it plants itself, right? Jesus Christ.
This tree.
Oh my god, what the hell? Next one is gonna be a cute animal, right?
Kangaroos can and will beat you up.
Yeah, cute animal.
That's right, just because it's not venomous doesn't mean it can't knock you on your ass.
And Australia's most iconic marsupial can do just that.
Whoa!
Because they are way bigger than you think they are. With our biggest species of roo coming in at a ridiculous 2.8 meters in length.
Why are some species of kangaroos just so goddamn roided? Like this one. Why is he so goddamn roided, man? Like, you know, growing up, cartoons and always portrayed kangaroos as being like super cute and but this bitch ain't no cutie, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that pure muscle mass, bro. By the way.
8 meters bigger than you think.
Marsupial can do just that.
Because they are way bigger than you think they are. With our biggest species of roo coming in at a ridiculous 2.8 meters in length. And with the iconic hop, they've got a vertical jump of 3
So cute. The hop. Oh, what? No, go back.
Kangaroo
What the heck? I must say, like the little hop. Where it go? Like look at this little hop. That's so cute.
And with the iconic hop, they've got a vertical
hop,
jump
hop.
of 3 meters. I mean, honestly, with a stat spread like that, they don't belong in the outback. They belong on a f***ing NBA court.
Kangaroos make pretty good burgers, though. Did you have one before? Chet, would you ever eat a kangaroo? I don't think I would. I think that's like too far for me. Yeah, all of you would, damn. Damn. Yes, and I have. Is it good? Tastes not bad. I would at least try every meal once, damn. I'm good. I do not do that. Kangaroo meat is gamey. It's not pleasant. Not cute enough for me not to eat.
As if that wasn't enough, they're also built like tanks, weighing in at a full 90 kilos of
Whoa.
wide-ranging rabbit muscle, and being able to move way faster than anything that heavy has any right to, pegging the speedo at a max of 70k an hour. Meaning if you make them angry, a juiced up rat the size of a small car is going to run your ass down and beat the f***ing brakes off you.
And I'm not kidding when I say they really will rock your shit, because roos are professional kickboxers, with males routinely fighting MMA to win female attention. When they fight, kangaroos will lean back on their tails as a stabilizer and immediately start scratching and kicking the ever-loving shit out of one another. And those kicks have enough force to crack bone.
And
Whoa!
as if getting drop-kicked by a muscled marsupial wasn't bad enough, they also for some reason have the same bite force as a grizzly bear.
What?
Because why not? Now, even with all of this, there are still animals stupid enough to view a roo as lunch. Which brings me to the most terrifying thing that they do. When threatened, kangaroos will hop into a body of water and wait for whatever is chasing them to follow them in. Once the predator enters the water, the kangaroo will wrap its arms around their neck and just straight up drown them.
Well, they do that with humans too. That's...
What the man? I share a country with psychopathic tren rats.
Oh!
Kangaroos can and will beat you up.
Every day I'm becoming more thankful that I don't live in Australia. I'll tell you what. Every single day I'm becoming more and more thankful. Jesus Christ, man. I think that's the last shot for now. Leave a like if you want me to react to more MoreParz videos. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.